This video, I'm going to go over 10 different things that I love about the Honda S2000. Not only is the S2000 just a cool car, but it holds a very special place in my heart. When I was 16 years old, this was actually my first car. Not this exact S2000, but a very similar 2004 Silverstone S2000. The car's in really good shape, as you can see. There's a couple little nicks and dings here and there, but I've done a lot of mods already. I've taken out some small dents, and I'm sure this will be a great car for many, many years to come. The first reason that I love this car so much is its 50-50 weight distribution. This is one of the rare cars that actually weighs about the same in the front as it does in the back. That leads to excellent handling, and I can attest this car punches way above its weight. In the corners, I've hung with a Mercedes SLR in the canyons. This thing really handles like it's on rails. The second thing that I really love about this car is the engine start push button. Now, I know every single car has one these days, but when I was growing up, this was pretty cool that this car had it. And I remember, always thinking it was a pretty cool feature that a mid-2000s car had a push button start. I think the way you operate it, when you just turn the key, put the clutch in, and push start, there's something cool. It made me think that, I was driving a Ferrari, because that's sort of how a Ferrari starts up. So I just really think the small attention to detail and cool factors are very prevalent in this car. The third thing I really like is the transmission. The transmission has such a short throw. I've driven all types of cars, Porsche, manual BMWs, and this transmission is one of the best. The fourth and fifth things that I love about the Honda S2000 is the engine and the intake. The Honda S2000 has a very special engine. It's a 2.2 liter four-cylinder that pushes out around 240 horsepower. Now, one reason this engine is very special is because before the Ferrari 458, the Honda S2000 held the record for the highest horsepower per liter, only to be beaten by the Ferrari 458. That means although it's only a four-cylinder, it's pretty quick and it allows you to have a lot of fun. Although I do have the airbox lid off of my car because it sounds very good, this intake, even if you have the airbox lid on, still sounds incredible. The cool thing about this intake and engine setup is, although the exhaust sounds okay, the intake is actually what sounds incredible. I think pretty soon I'll probably get a cold air intake and it'll sound better and not look like this. But for now, it allows this car to really sing. The S2000 does flex a little bit in the corners because it's a convertible, but Honda has actually minimized that. If we open up the door, you can see some extra supports that they've added on both the driver's side and the passenger side. These supports help to strengthen the car and make sure that you have good stability around corners and the car is not flexing at all. The next thing, I really do think this car has a pretty unique and timeless design. This car is almost 20 years old, but it really does not look its age. I've always thought that the way the Honda S2000 seats look is so cool. Particularly before 2006, they had these holes in the headrest, which I always thought gave it the nicest look. In this 2005 Honda S2000, they also put speakers in the headrest, which makes the music quality very good, even when you have the top down. The only slight negative about these seats is me being 6'1", I feel like I sit a little bit high in the car. I've thought about replacing the OEM seat with a lowered bucket seat, but these seats just look so cool, I can't bear to do it. With the top up, I still think it looks good, but there's something about the Honda S2000 with the top down just sits right with me. One sort of weird thing about the 2005 and 6 S2000 is that there was a Sirius XM option. When you got that option, you actually got this weird looking bump on the trunk lid, which I don't think looks very good. Last thing that I really like about this car is the cool little hidden storage area. I think it's widely known by now, but you don't just have these little cup holders or this center piece with the trunk release, but up top, you actually have another little compartment. Now, you can store some stuff here, and I would bet a lot of S2000 owners don't even know that they have this. Those are some of the things that I love about the Honda S2000. I think it's such a good driver's car, and you can even drive it every single day if you really wanted to.